Hi, Meg. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview with me. I want to be highlighting local small business owners. And for those who are watching this, I have always been in awe of Meg Shackleton. She has the best style. She rocks a pair of overalls like she belongs in a magazine spread. She has
Oh, please.
seriously, you have effortless style. And to say, you are really the first jewelry designer that got me to take my pearls out and
Oh, I actually remember that. You
I
coming in
live.
being like, I only wear pearls. What could I get that are earrings that are not my pearl studs?
You got me out of my comfort zone. So I love these. I also have some of the tassel ones. I have a ton of your bracelets. Um,
Oh, thanks.
So Meg is the owner of Margaret Elizabeth Jewelry, and they have a super cute store on Chestnut Street. And you are at your Chestnut Street store now, right?
Yes, yeah, we're just getting organized and ready to reopen on Monday.
Yay!
Yay!
So when did you, well, first of all, how did you come to the Bay Area and where are you from?
I grew up in Massachusetts, and I went to Boston College. And then after I graduated, I started working at Google, but in the Boston office. And then had always wanted to get out west and loved San Francisco. So I transferred within Google and moved out to San Francisco. But I was doing the jewelry business kind of as like a little side hustle business while I was at Google.
I
I
mean,
had started jewelry business in college, like out of my dorm room, as just kind of like a hobby business kind of thing. And then sold to like little boutiques, and then basically out of my filing cabinet at Google to my coworkers.
that's a lot of work. Um,
Yeah, it was a total night and weekend hustle, but it was really fun and it was fun.
when did you, first of all, when did you kind of start to do that full time? And then also, when did you decide to do a brick and mortar store? So you had two at one point,
Yeah,
right? And Chip at
yeah,
Chestnut
we
was
had
your first.
four at one point actually.
Wow.
Yeah. So okay, so I was doing the little jewelry business side hustle thing while I was at Google, and then Bloomingdale's actually expressed interest in carrying the line, and so I was like, if I'm ever going to do this full time, like this was kind of my vote of confidence to go out and do it. As a full-time gig. So I did. And at that point I was, working from like, as you hear from so many small businesses, like dining room table, back closet kind of thing. And then that after probably like 6 months or a year of that, it was time to get like a real office store. And so my first space, just because, as you know, rents in San Francisco are pretty overwhelming. So just to kind of test the waters, we got like a little studio up on Union Street down that little an alley from Crunch.
Oh my gosh, I
Yeah,
forgot about that. That was your first
yeah.
store.
That was and I mean, it wasn't even really like true brick and mortar, but it was nice because it was the combination of being able to house our office. And back then we did a lot of wholesale, which just means selling to other stores like Bloomingdale's and Anthropologie and stuff like that. So we needed enough space to ship those orders. But then it was really nice to be able to service customers and meet with customers who wanted to come in and try on jewelry in person. So that was Union Street. But then we started getting so many people that wanted to come in to try on jewelry that it was kind of like proof was in the pudding that like the retail side of things was working. So again, like being a little kind of hesitant still to jump totally into the brick and mortar, we looked at Sacramento Street. That was our first real store. And rents up on Sacramento Street are a little bit more affordable than where we are now in Chestnut, like the Chestnut Street and the Fillmore Streets and Hayes Valleys of the city. So we opened that store, and then that started doing well. So we got a lease down here on Chestnut Street, which is where I'm standing now. Annie's behind me helping.
Hi, Annie.
I know.
Seeing Annie at Cultivar. Woo!
And yeah, so at one point we had Chestnut Street, Sacramento Street, and then we were in the Town and Country Mart down in Palo Alto.
Oh yeah.
And then we had a little summer store in Nantucket.
Oh, amazing.
Turned out that was a lot of logistics and then I had also just had my second baby. So it was a lot, and we decided it was best to just kind of boil things down to one store. So now we're just here on Chestnut Street. It's our only location.
I mean, you have
Yeah.
such great traffic with just walking by. I love your storefront. I know you guys do a lot to like change out the storefront.
Annie does.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Balloons, and will you
Yeah.
walk around and kind of show us some of your favorite pieces and let us know like what's coming up? Like what does your reopening look like?
Yeah, so it's very much, it's a bit of a mess in here. We cleared the shelves just because, to be honest, at the start of sheltering in place, we were just not quite sure what things look like in terms of the store being empty for a while. So we're just getting back to reopening, but these are actually one of my favorite pieces. These are our Pacific hoops, and they're kind of like a hoop earring that kind of sits like that in your ear, not like totally traditional. I also really love this cuff. It's called our Mykonos cuff. It's kind of a statement piece, but it just sort of makes an outfit if you're wearing something more simple. We also carry all these Tracy Tanner bags, and they're really
You carry
fun.
such great lines. I feel like I discover a lot of things by just walking into your store.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as far as like new stuff coming, we're hoping to have out some new pieces in early August. So we have a couple, I'm trying to think what's fun. We're actually doing a lot with freshwater pearl.
Oh, good. I can circle back to my pearl.
You can go back to your roots. Yeah, so we have some fun stuff coming out. More variations on some of our most popular hoop earrings. All kinds of fun stuff.
Awesome. And I know, I feel like you kind of grew this business in San Francisco. You recently moved to Mill Valley. What are things that you miss about the city? And then you just had like new home construction in Mill Valley, right?
Yeah. I mean, the ease of just kind of walking around and being so close to all of our favorite restaurants, and that's been a big transition, going to a much smaller town and a little bit less variation in what's out there. But we're loving Mill Valley, and it's been really fun. And our project, we renovated, or I guess essentially built a new house. So that was really fun.
House. I watched it on
Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, people can follow you on Instagram at Margaret Elizabeth.
Yeah, we're at Margaret Elizabeth Jewelry.
And we will be watching to see when we can get into your store again.
Yes, Monday I don't even know what today's date is. Monday the 15th is the day.
Oh, June 15th, just coming up.
Yeah, June 15th. Come on in.
Know that.
We might even have some fun little specials. I don't know when this will be going out to your people, but swing by. You can mention Michelle's name and get the Michelle special.
Oh, wow. All right. Thanks, Meg. Have a great weekend prepping for your opening. And I will be there. All right.
Thank you.